What is happening, people, and welcome back to Geekin on Tech. I'm your host, Didge, and with me, as always, is the homie Trayvon, Mr. Nerd with the Tech. How we doing today?
Doing good, doing good. These months are flying by.
These months
Um,
are flying by.
Birthday be here before I know it.
Man,
So, it's cool. And it's getting hotter or when it feels like it. I don't know. This weather's weird.
it was pretty warm today here. It's been pretty decent all week, so I've been enjoying it. It hasn't been as stormy as it was last week.
It rained like for 5 minutes here, I swear today.
Oh, really?
And then it stopped. So I was like, okay, cool. Yep, that's about it. That's been pretty good.
Yeah, so dry times, or I should say lull of times, much like it is in the tech world. There's not a lot happening. We could jump right on into it. This
Yep.
is guarantees the biggest story of the week.
Oh
Tim
yeah.
Cook is retiring, and I think he's been CEO for 15 years, if I'm counting it correctly. It was 2011 to
Has
this
been that
year.
long?
If I'm counting
Wow.
it correctly,
Hmm.
2011 was his first year,
Wow.
and yeah,
Never has it been that
obviously
long.
this year is his retirement. So in his place, John Turnus, who is the VP of Hardware Engineering since 2013, is going to be the new CEO. He is most recently and prominently behind the MacBook Neo. So whether or not that is a change of things to come at Apple, we'll definitely get into. I guess let's talk about the time of Tim Cook. That was an era of services. I feel like it's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It's they've definitely transformed themselves from a device maker who obviously integrates their own software in a real cutting edge fashion to we got a service for everything, whether that's good or bad.
I think it's services, and I think like they were saying on the podcast earlier, I think like variants. There's a lot of different
Mm,
variants of products now than I feel like was before. Neo's not something I ever thought they would do.
sure, sure,
So,
yeah.
um, and for me, I'm wondering, is he behind the fold that's coming?
I
Um,
didn't see anything, but you got
I'm
to figure at
curious.
some level. I mean, he was VP of hardware engineering.
Right,
He has to very much be at least in the know of all of those products.
right. So I'm excited to see what he brings. The Neo's a big deal. That's something I never thought they would do. I think it is. I mean, it is successful for them, and it's gonna keep being successful. As long as it runs well and everything. Like this became the prime college student laptop. Like right
Yeah,
now, that's a big deal, and probably the ones that will get used in school, like just in schools in general, might buy them in bulk. So
true.
it's a big deal.
I'm kind of shocked that I thought the person who was in waiting was Craig Federighi, their VP of software engineering, and I'm kind of wondering if
He might not
the
want it.
oh well, I thought maybe the way that Apple AI situation, Siri, and
Uh,
Apple, iOS 26, and like the kind of missteps that software has had recently kind of took him out. I wonder.
hmm. I don't see that'd be interesting if that's the case. I just figured maybe it's like I don't want to do that.
And
but
you
you know
very
what?
much could be right. I
'Cause I
I
understand
feel
that
like
feeling.
when you start, those are the two you always see at every Apple announcement outside of Tim Cook. Like they always go to Craig Federighi, and then when they're talking the actual device itself, they'll bring in John Turner. So it's like
Mm.
those were definitely two and three, whichever order you wanted to call it.
Right, right.
Um, I just kind of figured, I don't know. I feel like he was a little more visual.
It would have
Like,
been somebody else if they didn't leave already.
oh wait, you talking Johnny Ive? You think
You
so? I don't think he would have.
don't think so?
I don't think he would have.
Okay. I was
That
like,
would
huh,
be
if I would have
that'd
been
be
him.
interesting. It wouldn't have been what if they would have just brought him back for that? Like, it wouldn't be the first time an
No?
Apple CEO came back to lead. So
Yeah, that would have been funny too. I thought about that too. I was like, I wonder
you think
if
he's
he was
like
still
thinking about
there.
it now? Like, dang, I could have been a part of a new era.
maybe I don't know. I mean, I know he made you know what he announced that partnership with I
Isn't
forgot.
it with OpenAI?
Yeah, we haven't heard much about that since.
I don't. Yeah, I can't think of the. I can't think of anything they've done.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been
So
a product yet.
yeah. So um, I don't know. I think this is cool. I mean, maybe it is based off of what succeeded. They're
Hmm.
like, well, that succeeded, so let him run it. You know, he's Tim Cook is not leaving fully.
No, no, he's gonna
Yeah,
be the executive
chairman.
chairman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I mean, maybe that's a good thing to maybe split up the responsibilities like that. Because I don't know, did they have somebody like that before? At least not by we knew, like the chairman, like somebody that is staying on with that kind of.
I don't. Whoever their current chairman, no, because you know
I don't think that was a
their
big
CEO
deal.
obviously before Tim Cook was Steve Jobs, and I think he passed right
Yeah,
after he. So it's like that wouldn't have been. He probably would have wanted to.
maybe. Yeah. So
And
it'll be
so,
interesting.
what do you see for this new era for Apple then?
I see products I didn't think they ever make, like the Neo,
Okay.
like the Fold. Um, I've been waiting. I mean, I've been waiting for them to try it, the trial
Hmm.
Fold. I was like, let me see. You know, everybody else is doing it. Let's see you guys do it. Um, you know, that's one thing I do like about Apple is they do wait. They'll be like, look, we'll wait until y'all figure out all the kinks,
Hmm.
and then we'll come in and be like, boom, here we go, and then it becomes mainstream. I feel like it's crazy, but it's almost I feel like everybody's like testers for them. And, you know, 'cause, you know, I think Samsung got their Strive now. Um, I don't know about Pixel. You know, I haven't tried one of those. The Pixel Folds. But I've you know heard have problems. But I have had plenty of the Samsung ones, and I know Samsung is the one that usually provides the screens. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And that's it. I mean, I'm excited to see. I don't know. I don't know what else they'll make though. I'm trying to think what other products that I can think of them making that makes sense
Yeah. So
for
I
them.
guess to look at some of the stuff that he had started with, he was overseeing the development of the AirPods, Mac, and iPad product lines.
Okay.
So you got to figure he's very much those. I think are still going to be their bread and butter. Then he got iPhone hardware later, and then obviously Apple Watch even later after that became a thing. So eventually, like I said, he touched everything. But I wonder if leading with that AirPods, iPad, Mac, like those, I guess,
Mhm.
computing devices, do you see more of a more swings that they'll take with like the Mac now? Like maybe the iMac Pro does come back,
I
or
don't.
iMac. They'll probably call it iMac Studio. It seems like with their new.
I don't know. I feel like maybe. I mean, we're always talking about glasses and stuff all the time.
Hmm.
I was like, maybe that's the direction they go. Maybe make a more affordable VR headset.
So funny you
Um,
say that. That it was his. That is how he began his career making VR headsets. Before that was before his time at Apple.
okay. Well, maybe that's you got to make it more affordable
Hmm.
if you really want people to actually buy the thing.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
you know, um, because I'm a lie. Every time I hear about an exclusive thing on the Vision Pro, I'm like, well, I'll never be able to try it because I'll never like. There's no way I'll ever buy that thing.
I mean, you got to figure at some point Apple just Vision will come out. Then there, this is the
Yeah,
Vision Pro is the of the high end one.
yeah, you should be able to figure that out because the clarity was amazing when I tried it.
Hmm.
It was, I mean, it really was great. I will give it to them. It's just that price. It's just like you can't expect people to buy that. Um, and I'm very curious if they do glasses. Um, I highly doubt they ever try the car again. I just don't think they need to do that.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think.
don't think you're gonna see the car again.
Um, I don't know what other product I would like. Oh, let's. I mean, the HomePod definitely need a revamp, or
Yeah.
maybe I would get like we are talking about one with a screen and all that stuff. That would be cool. Um, I don't. I thought about a ring for a second, but I was like, I don't know. I guess a ring would be okay. They
Hmm.
haven't done one of those yet. I can't think of anything else.
So there is an article out that I guess these are supposed to be the 10 plus new products that were rumored
Ah,
to launch
okay.
with him as
Okay.
CEO. Obviously, the newest iPhone lineup. iPhone Ultra is a part of that lineup,
Hmm.
which is their foldable.
Hmm.
New Apple Watch series, I guess Series 4 or Ultra 4 and Series 12.
Hmm.
Uh, I guess out of the HomePod lineup, so that's the new HomePod Touch is what they're calling it in this
Hmm.
rumor.
Okay.
So nothing crazy,
Hmm.
but I I don't know, man. I was hoping to see. I was just curious to see if there's gonna be like a home run or something like very different that we'd see like to show like a bold new era. But I guess Tim Cook's era didn't do anything bold and new. Just kind of stayed the course and just made money. So
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone should expect different with this one.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, I guess the weirdest thing they kept adding different buttons to the iPhone,
Mm-hmm.
and then ignoring those buttons. I don't know.
Also true.
Um, I don't know what, like, other than that. I guess he really didn't do anything else except for the
No.
services, like you said. The services, yeah,
Services, yeah. Services was definitely the thing that he put all of his focus in. And I think that's probably why it made the money that they did. Like, obviously, they made a crazy amount of money on just services. But maybe with him being the forefront behind it, Neo, maybe we see a more affordable era for Apple.
maybe,
You know,
maybe.
uh, let's speaking of affordable, we'll talk these Pixel laptops. Obviously built around Chromebook, or Chrome OS, but deep inside the code for I don't even know what the code was specifically. Oh, it was a code analysis of the latest Android beta, and deep inside there was I guess, talk of a new Pixel laptop. They don't necessarily have a name, release date, or anything, but the last time that they saw a beta that had this was right before the Chromebook Pixel, or no, the Pixel Book and Pixel Book Go. So those were obviously first unveiled in some type of code. Then later that same year, Google unveiled them. Obviously, with Google I/O being next month, now the rumor mill is hot and fresh, saying maybe we get a new Pixel laptop. Are you interested?
No, but but I am curious to
Okay.
see what it's like because I just envision since Samsung and Google have been so close lately. I
Mm-hmm.
just wonder if it's just some version of Dex. Like I like because right now Dex is very under the radar. I feel like people don't really realize how cool it is,
Mm-hmm.
how useful it is. Um, because that was, I feel like that's kind of like the solution. It's Android apps, but desktop mode kind of thing. So I wonder like
I
what they're gonna
think
do.
I, I I know we've talked about it before, and I keep thinking at some point it has to come into fruition that aluminum OS. Like
Yeah.
at some point that has to be now whether that's built off of the stuff that they've been learning with Samsung and Dex,
Hmm.
who's to say? But at some point that can't just keep being rumored. Like we keep seeing too
Yeah.
many like I can't even call it rumor. They're just leaks at this point. Like we're seeing actual factual work on it,
Yeah.
and at some point that has to become hit the market,
Yeah. I feel like I mean Google I/O would be the perfect time to do it.
right?
Um, they gotta I mean, Google is like, fight for money or anything,
No,
but but still, it would be cool for them to have something new and exciting to, show off.
I think
Um,
I was gonna say I think the issue here is though, is it going to be exciting? And
oh,
I think it's true. I mean, think about it. Who out here was really like, yes, let's go for the Chrome OS market,
yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'm not. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Chromebooks are. Honestly, I thought they were dead already.
I feel
So
like they're dying and Google keeps going, not quite yet. They keep like hitting the CPR, like, no, we got one more shot. Like it it's just and I get why they're doing it,
yeah, yeah.
but it's just like I don't know if we need this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's for somebody, not me though.
you're not even interested in just trying it.
I mean, if it's in Best Buy, I'll touch on it. Let's see. Let me see what it does. Oh, let me see how this scrolls. This is nice. Okay, and then I'll
Okay.
go home to my iPad.
Mm, mm.
I don't know. It's not. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Okay. I mean, I ain't got nothing else. I wasn't too high on it. I'm always open to seeing new laptops just like hit the market in terms of competitive because, they always say competition breeds better, results.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not working for them, but,
I'm still in the Samsung market for now.
sure.
Um, my phone was partially, and my idea was I could use it for gaming, but now I have something for that. This
Yeah.
thing might go away real like this might be my last Android. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. We gotta
Ooh,
see.
you abandoning Android
We
altogether.
gotta see.
Mm,
Or I'll use this phone until it stop working.
I mean,
So yeah, I
mm,
don't know if I'm buying another one.
mm,
So
mm.
so
Google, pick yourself up, fight back. It's not looking good out here. We talked about it last
especially when I
week.
get that iPhone 4 now. Hold on. Especially.
Oh boy. Mm. Well, speaking of newcomers into the device market, Framework, the modular PC company, is
Yeah.
entering the pro market with their Framework 13 Pro.
Okay.
The device is very much like this is it. It looks like, hey, we took design cues from Apple, from Dell, and
Mm,
cause almost all of these pro laptops look the same.
yeah.
So here's the 13 Pro
I like how it
uni,
looks.
aluminum unibody. Yeah, still it still has all of the stuff that make framework. So like, even though this is an aluminum unibody, you can take off the entire like
The
keyboard.
back
You
of
could
it.
you could take off the screen, still update all the components. It's all built around Intel Core, like their Core series of chips. I think you can still get the Ryzen AI ones. I forgot whichever.
Okay.
It's the same one that's in my Asus laptop. But it's the thing for me is like, usually when companies say pro, they're talking pro on all levels. This is really for pro developers.
Okay.
Like, you're not going to be able to do professional creative stuff with this one. Now with their
Mhm.
16, you can, because the 16 has the shell that you could put in the RTX graphics card or even an
Okay.
AMD one. I don't get why they didn't do this for the 16. Like, I think I understand having the
What do you
13
mean?
Pro.
What do you mean the 16 you can't take apart?
You can, but I'm saying this sort of professional look.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Like, if that's your big thing, like we want to make this look like a pro's laptop,
Hmm.
which I mean, I don't think that the regular framework laptops are ugly by any means. But if you wanted to go all in on this looks the part of a pro, like you won't be able to tell this from an XPS or a MacBook. You you kind of dropped the ball by not having it on your 16 as well, especially because you can't put a graphics card in this one. Like, that expansion shell on their website, at least from what I can see, it's only available for the 16. And it's
Um,
probably because of space or whatever, but it's like, then you kind of like, this is pro-ish, right?
I thought
Not necessarily pro for everyone.
the point is you should be able to, do whatever you want with these.
Right.
But if that's the case, then you're limiting people to, be able to put in one of those. That's kind of wild.
And like I said, it very much could be because they haven't engineered and figured out the space to have it be able to be removable. But I do think it's a dropped ball. Don't get me wrong. Outside of that, I love everything that Framework is doing. Like, the fact that everything with this, like the shell and all of that, is still compatible. Like, say if you bought the first Framework 13 that came out,
Right.
you can still put that all of the components for that and just buy the shell for this, and now you have that same look. So like, I love everything that they're doing with that. It's just if you were going to do this, like I said, this single unibody look that let me share this picture. So like you can even see how actually I'll just share it from here. You can even see how like they're trying to be that thin,
Hmm.
like I said, the MacBook like look. You kind of limit it where some people just want a bigger screen, but they want this.
Sure.
You could have brought them both out, but they're a smaller company. We do got to lend them some grace for that.
Yeah, maybe maybe they'll figure it out later. They'll have another version whenever they refresh them again. I'm looking at their
Hmm.
website right now. Yeah. Okay, I see your Inter Arc graphics.
Yeah, so I think that might be the graphic on the core Ultra series. I think is similar to that Ryzen AI 300 one, where it's like this is supposed to be a system on a chip almost,
Hmm.
and so I wonder if they have it where like some of the GPU is on. I got to look that up. But all in all, the fact that you can still choose which type of processor you would want, all of the everything is customizable, and like I said, I really like everything that framework is doing. I definitely think if I was in the market for a laptop today, like this is where I would have went rather than getting the one that I got now. Even though I still love that one.
I need to like look to see. Has there been a lot of reviews on these?
I've
I,
I guess
I'm
what do you
curious.
consider a lot? Like
I mean, like the big, I guess like the big tech YouTubers that we know of.
I've seen
Have
a
they
lot of
seen them?
them talk
Have they used
about
them?
it. I don't know if I've
Okay.
seen MKBHD talk about framework. Now that I think about it,
I'm curious, like, cause this is cool. I just, how the thought of it sounds great,
right?
but
Sure.
how, does it work well? Does it like,
Is your laptop going to fall apart on you?
yeah, like
I
you
get
you
you. I
you
get you.
mixing you mixing parts around and sure, some people know what they're doing,
Yeah, yeah.
but some people you're like, oh yeah, you can just put whatever you want in here. No,
Hmm.
you can't put
Well,
anything you want in
so
here.
to be
I
fair,
mean,
in their eyes, yes, you can. The way I have watched many of videos. Now, granted, a lot of these videos are the CEO sort of explaining his product, but
mhm.
he in many of videos he has talked about how they've engineered it to be so simple and easy that anybody can do this. Like he
Okay.
and it's so
I
like
mean,
it's very much like plug and play essentially. Like now, I don't have one. How
mhm.
true is that? I don't fully know. And I think that's where you're getting to the point where you're asking how many reviews are there out there.
Yeah,
I
because
will admit I haven't seen a crazy amount, but I feel like I've seen a good chunk.
okay. Yeah, I mean, this is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's a few years, maybe 5. I'll be looking. Just got this damn Aurora, so just got this Alienware, so
I,
I'm
I
kind
mean
of
I
chilling
get
for
you.
now.
No, I
But
get you. And
this is cool.
I found out about it right before I had right when I was actually in the last laptop market.
Mm,
And at the time, they didn't have the expansion shell where you could put a graphics card in it. And so I was like, well, this is a non-starter for me. Any
right.
laptop I buy needs a dedicated GPU.
Hmm.
So I was like, yeah, I'm out. But now looking at what they've done since then, I was like, dang, I kind of wish I would have. But I also, yes, you are right. I didn't want to be a guinea pig, so I probably still wouldn't have.
Yeah, that's the thing. As much as I do love stuff like that, but I gotta see a little bit,
It
a
depends.
little bit of
It
testing.
depends on the product and the cost. A laptop
True.
is too important to me
Yeah.
that I
Especially
can't.
this, we don't know about this company.
Right,
There are other companies we've been proven about. We could probably jump on it, like when they
right,
announce something. Sure, this I will be cautious. I don't. It sounds great. Don't
right.
get me wrong. It sounds great,
But
but
a
yeah,
laptop when you're spending upwards, 12, 13, 1400,
yes, yes,
it's kind of rough to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go all in on this company I never heard of
yeah,
and just hope for the best.
yeah. I mean, like I said, this sounds amazing. As long as as long as it gets proven that it does work well. I mean, if it does well, I can see them, getting these other people shaking.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
you can do this.
the thing that makes me the most sad is I was hoping by now it would be at like I'm sure it wouldn't have been at a Best Buy just because Best Buy, they don't always have the most tech stuff, like when you're talking about computer parts specifically,
Right.
but like a Micro Center.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
I
would
was like,
think
I was
they
hoping
don't
that
have it.
I don't, to my knowledge, no. Granted, the only Micro Center nearby, well, there's two, one in Chicagoland area,
Uh-huh.
but when you search framework on their website, which is usually how I figured I would start, nothing really pops up about the actual computer company and stuff. Like there are other products that just happen to have frame or works in it,
Mm,
but nothing from this actual company.
got it. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully it does show up in somewhere like that.
Yeah.
It would be cool. I mean, I don't know how they would. They can't really. I don't know. Show us. I don't know. They can't be like, look.
Well, you could show the final device and then have a few demo parts to show just how easily it is. Like it would have to be a pop-up or something, or like
Yeah.
a section, like sort of like the Apple section where you would need to bring somebody over there to actually see the full scope of it.
Right.
But I think, and maybe we're both just old school with it. I need to see a lot of my technology in hand before I can just go make a purchase. Like monitors that's probably the only computer part that I'm like, all right, I can full on just trust it getting shipped to me.
Yeah. Monitors, Apple Watches, phones, stuff like that. I can just be like, sure. Before
The
I even touch it, I can order
the
it.
iPhone, because I know it's building off of
Right.
the
What
previous phone,
before?
but that was when I got my first phone. Like when I got my first smartphone, no, I had to go to the Sprint
Yeah.
store.
I want to see it. Yeah. I want to see what it looks like. Okay. Yeah. Then all right. Cool.
Yeah, by now, yeah, when we're on iPhone 17 going on
Yeah.
18,
Yeah.
cool. But
The framework one, no. You
no,
know, yeah,
no,
no, not for this amount of money, no.
no, not at all.
But yeah, it's cool though. Keep it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm very excited to see where they go from. What is good, DJV? Welcome to the chat.
we need this. We need this type of thought process right here to move on to like handheld gaming as well.
Oh my god, can you imagine a fully
Let's 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 get to
imagine
that.
getting to a phone with it, like just a
Yeah,
fully modular phone?
yeah. Let's. I mean, we can start with a laptop, then we get to a PC handheld gaming system,
Mm-hmm.
and just that's how my mind. I'm like, this would be cool, and then we can get to this
Mm-hmm.
and this.
I
So
know I
yeah,
know they got to the desktop. Granted, almost every desktop is modular, so it's
right,
like that's
right,
that's not as cool.
right.
But I heard decent things about it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm look for some videos of this stuff, and hopefully they are able to stand the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now might not be the best time. I don't think people buying
I'm
laptops right now.
I'm
So
so curious to see. Like I was looking at pricing out one of their just testing out pricing,
yeah.
like the RAM prices, and they have a dedicated link at the bottom. So like they have all the prices, then it has bring
Hmm.
your own, and
Hmm.
then it has a link underneath it that says find current RAM prices, and it takes you to PC part picker because they just know like yo, this might change on the daily.
Ugh, crazy.
So it's a wild time. Like I said, I agree with you. I hope that they stand the test of time, and maybe by the time I'm looking for my next laptop, who knows when that'll be, I'll look their way instead of going to another Asus or whoever.
Hmm. Yeah. This is definitely a great idea. So hope they're around when I'm ready.
Yeah, I agree. Unless you have something else after this, or there's potentially our last topic, I want to talk about the Oppo Find X9 Ultra.
This name is
This
wild.
name is crazy. I forgot the ultra part of it, so whatever. They just gonna be the Oppo Find X9 on here. Um, but the reason I wanted to bring it up is they had so on their actual phone, and let me actually I can
Is
bring
this
up
the
a picture.
wide phone or is this something else?
No, so this is a phone that they're saying is the best camera on a phone ever. So it's a Hasselblad sensor, and they got it, right there smack dab on the back of to let you know like we are a premium camera, and you could get what is they're calling the Earth Explorer kit. I want to show you what all comes in this kit, and then I'll show it to you placed together on the phone.
Okay.
So this is everything that comes with the kit. So
Let's
you have
let's come with a phone or a
this.
kit.
So you can get the kit with the phone. So the phone you get, obviously the camera is on the phone. Like, you just don't get this large telephoto thing.
Okay.
And so
It's a huge camera on the back.
I want to show you. Do I have still the picture of somebody? Oh yeah, here it is when it's all assembled onto the phone. Imagine that.
I mean, people carry around their phones and cameras all the time, so
And
this
then
isn't surprising.
here's the guy holding it.
I mean, if you could take one device and just have an attachment in the bag, I guess that's cool. I don't know. I know people hear about people carrying cameras and their phones all the time anyway. So it's like
I hear you, but this
not for me,
phone,
but I'm just
this
saying.
phone itself is probably 1,000.
Okay.
You figure, oh, here, matter of fact, somebody is selling it. I don't know if they're selling it for a premium on eBay, or if this is just basically the price. They're selling this entire kit for a price of 2,700. You can buy you a nice camera for that, and a phone. You can get your iPhone, or even if you wanted to get this phone, a similar phone, it's probably going to run you 1,000. 1,700 is enough to get you a very nice camera, and you're going
Sure.
to have much better picture. Like, granted, this probably takes beautiful picture, but
I'm sure it does.
you can get a much better picture for a fraction of the price with a dedicated camera.
Is it sold here?
That is a good question. I believe.
Half the time this shit not sold here.
that is that is a good question. Actually, I saw it. I saw a picture. Actually, I think I saw this picture, and I was like, "What is this?" It was like somebody's thumbnail,
uh,
and so I went and searched it from there. It Let's see. It does not appear to be sold here.
They on their website they even have like a camera that turns into this. Like they're trying to
It's
they're
it's
really pushing it. Okay.
it's crazy. I can't imagine seeing it like this. Like,
And it has a camera button just like the iPhone.
of course it does. The camera itself is 1,600, by the way, or the phone itself, I should say. Yeah, it's 1,600.
What?
Now, granted, that's probably unlocked, but I mean, you don't get that much difference when you buy it under. And granted, because it's not sold here, who knows what? I
Oh
don't know
my
how
god.
I don't know how theirs work. They might not have monthly like this.
It might not. Wow. This website is extensive. Goodness.
The Apple website, their website is
Yes.
crazy.
I'm scrolling down this just for this phone.
Yeah, it's
This page
crazy.
is so long. Wow. Like good for them, I guess. Whoever is buying this, I that's cool. It's an idea, something new.
I
I guess.
mean, the camera stuff sounds great. And yes, DJV, all this is for the gram. Like, I, I think when you're doing stuff
Absolutely.
like this, you are someone who walks, who like hikes and stuff, and you take all those nature photos. But it's a wild thing to me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you got money to blow and you just want the whole set,
Yeah,
go for it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like my phone good enough. My phone good enough at this point. I don't know. Some of this stuff I'll be watching. I'm like, how much better y'all want these pictures to be? How much better you want these videos to be? Because I just feel like the phones are good. Like I don't know. Like I just
well,
not.
that's where I said, who is this for? Because somebody who is going all of this way clearly cares about their pictures, or they
Yeah.
probably do it for a living. And at that point, are you really using your
Would you use
phone's
this?
camera
Yeah, yeah.
if you do that for a living? Like, you probably aren't.
You would probably get a real camera if
Right.
it's something dedicated to it, not your phone.
And like,
Um,
I think that's where it's like, this is crazy to me.
True, right? That's the thing. Like these upgrades every year that happen, and I'm just like, well, I mean, this is supposed to be top of the line. It better not be nothing better.
this, this is top of the line for 6 months.
Yeah,
And then you start hearing about the next year's phone version, like you're talking about.
yeah.
And I think that eBay listing was right, because I can't find anything else where I can't find any other price.
Don't have it
And
on the
so
website anywhere for you like order here or nothing.
I feel like it's probably not out yet.
Mhm.
And we can't buy it here anyway, so they're not gonna make it easy for us to find that.
All this stuff on this website, it better be ready. So a lot of stuff on this website.
Oh, I guess what else? I don't know what else was in this. I was going to talk about the specs of the phone, but there's nothing else with this phone that's super exciting outside of the camera. Like, everything else about this phone, it screams typical flagship smartphone.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at it. It's like there's a lot of specs here, but this stuff seems like normal, what we expect, or at least maybe they're going a little bit above and beyond stuff nobody's ever going to use. I hate to say it, like, but it's stuff nobody ever going to use. Like all these different versions of video formats,
There,
and I was like, okay, it's cool, yeah, but I really do feel like if you are a photographer or a videographer or whatever, you gonna have your own dedicated
but
camera.
that's who this is for, though. Like, even this is their flagship marketing for it. Like, this is their lead marketing. Your next camera. That's what they want this to be.
Not a phone.
Not a phone. No,
This is your
this is your
camera.
camera that can do also phones. Remember the Samsung Galaxy camera? I actually really wanted that device. I was kind of upset that they let that go.
So you got your iPhone and then you got this as your camera.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
They gonna have the iPhone set up recording while you doing all your nature videos.
That's
That's
crazy.
your reel for Instagram.
Oh my god.
That's so funny. Like, but you got
That's
all your you got your nature photos taken with this Apple phone, but the reel is from the iPhone. Just
that's
imagine.
terrible.
They gotta record themselves doing everything.
They do.
You
That
know,
unboxing is gonna be it's gonna be done with another Apple find.
that's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. Good luck to whoever buys this. Now, one thing
Well,
I do see on here that I'm jealous of is infrared remote control on there. I really
yeah,
do
that's
think
nice.
I really do think we need to bring that back. We need to bring that back to phones. 'Cause I thought that was the coolest feature when I had it on one. It was on one of my Samsung phones.
I
It was
wonder why
very
they
cool.
took it away.
They said a lot of people didn't use it. Idiots. Bring it back. Damn it, I used it. Shit.
I
Ask
will
me.
say, because both of my TVs have Apple TVs attached to them, so I got it set to when you turn on the Apple TV, it turns on the TV.
Yeah.
I mainly use the one on my phone for that. I guess I kind of don't need it
I
'cause
guess not. The app see the Apple TV one works great.
it
The
does.
Apple remote on your phone works great. The Google one,
Oh, I don't have the Google one. Is it rough?
oh god,
Is
half
it?
the time it don't.
Ooh, see, that's what I'm saying. Both of my
The
both of my
problem.
TVs have Apple TVs attached to them.
See, I have the Apple TV on the projector. On the TV, I have a Google device,
Oh no, my this
and
TV behind me is a Google TV, and I made sure to not use that Google because it's not
okay,
great. I don't like
in the
Google
Google Home
TV.
device, you click on it. Half the time it'll say we can't load the whole remote or whatever it says, and I'm just like,
Where's
what?
Let me
And I
show
have to
you.
close it, open it again to get the remote to actually open.
Does it update the stuff? Like, let me show you this. I'm gonna turn this on. It probably still gonna say Happy Valentine's Day because for some reason look at Valentine's Day 2026. What are we talking? Like, let me wait. Let me pull this so larger
Go back.
so people can see it. Like, What are we doing here? Oh, let me go back over. That's actually the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Like, that's why I
Yeah.
don't. And I don't know. I don't know how to get it to update. I've tried to force it to update. It showed new stuff for a day, then went right back to this.
Well, it's not as bad as look. At least the ad is not as bad as Fire Stick. So
No, yeah, Fire Stick was dumpster fire.
I hate that. I hate the ads on Fire Stick. So yeah, I just yeah. That's why I like the infrared remote because I could just it would work. But yeah, yeah,
Oh my
Google
god,
remote's not
no
great.
DJV. Let's not start that narrative. Let's not start that narrative. No, I get you. I agree. I do wish
I think
I'd
Apple come
probably
out with
use
an
it.
Apple TV stick or something. Something
They do have the
cheaper.
Apple TV stick. You don't
No,
use the remote that come with it? Oh, you talking about that to control everything else though too?
no, I mean like not. I ain't trying to buy another $130 device. I
Oh,
need,
oh, you
I
mean a
need,
stick like that could be like the Fire Stick or
yeah,
something?
yeah. I need
Oh,
something
oh,
cheaper
like
and
you better hope
because
John
I want to be
Turnus.
able to use the remote for that too. There you go. That's the device you need to make.
You
Boom.
better
That's
hope
it.
he is all in on
An
making things
Apple TV
cheaper.
stick.
Cause
Let's get into that.
I don't know if you gonna get it. I don't know if you're gonna get him going that cheap.
I
They already keep
mean, I
lowering the
mean,
price
I
of the
could,
Apple TV.
I could take 50, 60, look, just not 130.
I
Like,
think
let's,
is that what the current Apple TV price
I
is?
don't know. I thought that's how much it is.
You probably right. I haven't had to
I
buy
haven't bought
one.
one in a long time.
Same.
so, so
I will say that's
honestly,
one
I didn't pay
thing.
for either one of these, to be honest.
I know
So
oh,
I
you
didn't
got
buy either one of
lucky.
these. So yeah, I got them through some kind of damn
Yeah.
thing, subscription or something one time. New York Times lost out that time. I did it. They was like, "Oh, you were gonna see one." I said, "Okay, cool, thanks." For $50, yeah, give me that.
That was how
Shit.
no, I only paid for one of these. I got one through Verizon.
Yeah.
Verizon used to come to the apartments and be like, yo,
Listen.
we'll do a raffle for Apple TV. Try to get you to sign up for Verizon Internet. And I was in
Mhm.
there listening to his spill the entire I was the only person left. That's how I won. I just
Yeah.
sat there.
Listen. I haven't bought a Google Home device or Apple TV. I got it through something. I'm like, yeah, good, thank you. Give me that.
I
They will
don't
give
know.
it out now. They will give it out them Nest Minis. Give it here. Yeah,
They was
please.
doing that with the Alexa. What was theirs?
Yes,
They,
yes. They
that's
was giving
how
them out too.
they
Yes.
was handing those out. I hated that thing. I think I gave mine to my parents. I was like, y'all can have this. Get this away from me.
Listen, it turns on devices faster than the damn Google. I'll tell you that. That is the one thing that I do notice. That I notice it. I've tried them both. Alexa
Siri
does
don't
it
be
locally, and Google goes to the internet first. You could tell.
Siri don't be turning on. Well, some devices
Yeah.
Siri turn on like half the device. Sometimes you gotta tell her twice, maybe three
Mhm.
times. Oh
Yeah.
God, it's listening.
HomeKit. HomeKit. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
use Siri to turn on nothing. No.
I mainly have it turn on the lights behind me back
Mhm.
there. It can't change the colors. I'm so mad. These are
Ah,
color changing lights. I thought I programmed that. I can't go, hey, turn these blue. It just go, I need a new program for that. Not just I just shake my head and just go on to the next thing.
Google could probably do it. Just be honest. Alexa could probably do it. Those two could probably do it. They have, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully Siri can do more soon for you.
Hopefully we'll see come WWDC.
Yeah.
That's beginning of June. Because look, my smart home capabilities might be going elsewhere if I don't hear anything different. Oh my god, why did I talk about the light color? Let's get out of here. Trayvon, you got anything else you want to talk about?
No,
I shouldn't
no,
have showed this.
no. That's it. We're good.
Oh
Yep.
man.
Yeah, but what's that? And that's in a month. A
Yeah,
little over a
Google
month.
I/O is
Well,
in a
Google,
little
yeah,
over a month.
yeah.
We
So
didn't talk about what you think coming to that. I don't really know.
I mean, I think the only thing maybe is that,
Is that laptop? Yeah,
yeah, that type of thing. I mean, I don't know what else they would announce there. They maybe to surprise us.
maybe. I'm sure there's probably another Pixel coming out. Isn't it like don't they usually do like the A series in the middle of the year?
Think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm
I'm
sure
sure that'll be
I'm sure
coming
it'll
out.
whatever it is, it'll leak
Yeah,
whatever it is. I feel like they do that shit on purpose.
I
At least
mean,
Google, at
you got
least.
to get some type of notoriety. Google. I feel like they
Yeah,
the afterthought, and that's crazy because they are Android.
yeah. I think they changed the Pixel up, but that's my thoughts.
Mm,
But
wow.
just
Okay.
put your power behind Samsung. Just chill out.
But then you get less money.
They ain't making no money now. But anyway, all right.
On that note, where can the people find you? What you got coming up?
You find me on this show on Fridays. Maybe other places. I don't know. That's all I got.
Okay. You can find me at DidgeD and Geek Set on Sundays.
My name's right there behind me. Yeah.
It is. We'll highlight it, make sure it's everywhere. But until next time, people, peace out.
Peace.